Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Learn, our series where we look at games and how to get a bit of a competitive edge in them. Right now we're looking at Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. We're going to be taking a look today at Team Deathmatch and a bit about burst fire weapons.
So, I guess to start us off, Team Deathmatch is basically teams, and it's just kill death that matters.
Yeah, basically. It's kind of the quintessential, long-lasting, first-person shooter game mode. It goes back to Quake and Doom, and that guy's trying to snipe me, but screw that guy. It's just basically whoever gets 75 kills first wins the match. There's no objective other than that.
All right. And then we were talking about burst weapons as well.
Yeah.
So, burst weapons, the bit I know about burst weapons from other games is one pull of the trigger, you're going to send out several bullets, and they tend to stay grouped close together. Is that the same here?
Yeah. So in Advanced Warfare, burst weapons is the ARX 160, the IMR, and the AMR 9 submachine gun.
Okay.
The ARX 160 is a 3-round burst. IMR is a 4-round burst, and the IMR is a 4-round burst, and the AMR 9 is a 5.
All right.
The advantages is very tight grouping. They tend to be more accurate because your gun gets a chance to settle between the bursts. So the view kick isn't as much of a significant factor. The disadvantage is you have that little burst delay between each fire, and what that means is in a game where you're measuring life and death by milliseconds, those milliseconds where you're not shooting can mean death, which means accuracy is really of the utmost importance.
Right.
Putting your first burst on target is what's going to make all the difference in the world. Also, slightly less effective at point-blank ranges.
Okay. And these guns, they are kind of so they're designed for kind of medium to long range. Now, when you talk about rate of fire, obviously that's affected because you're not getting that constant stream, right?
Yeah. So rate of fire in these guns, as it usually is usually more indicative of how fast the burst delay is between the bullets. Or between the bursts, also the burst, but more so the delay. So when you have variants that have or just generally a slower fire rate, what you're going to see is that you're going to have a harder time hitting moving targets because you need your entire burst, either your 3 or 4 or 5 shot burst. You need the majority or all of it to hit the target.
Okay.
So when the fire rate slows down, you're going to have a harder time doing that consistently, and it's going to be more difficult to secure those kills in preferably 1, maybe 2 bursts.
Okay. Now, so what type of maps then would you want to be using a burst fire weapon on? Open maps, kind of closed maps?
Definitely medium. You want your line of sights in the medium or long range. If you're at a... Man, I can't believe I fucked that jump up twice. Basically, you want to work every gun to its advantages.
Right.
And where you have the advantage is like you said, the medium to long range. You want to use that accuracy and consistency to take the advantage over someone who's maybe using an SMG or an LMG like the Ohm or a melee, which is a bit less accurate. You should win those gunfights, just statistically speaking.
Okay. Now, So I guess a little bit about the team deathmatch. So this one here, obviously, kill-death ratio is going to be a big thing. I guess maybe talk a little bit about what kill-death ratio is.
KD, or kill-death ratio, is a common FPS term for how often you're killing compared to how often you're dying.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry, hipfire is also kind of difficult with
Burst fire?
burst fire, yeah. So just simply speaking, if you have a 1.0 kill death ratio, you're getting 1 kill for every death.
Okay.
If you have a 2, then you're getting 2 kills for every death. In a game mode like Domination, where you're pushing for an objective, it's not, the captures that you're getting are much more important. Whereas in something like this, it really is basically the heart of the game is, are you...
Do you have a
Because
better...
at the core, for every kill that you're getting is helping your team, and every death that you're getting is harming your team.
Okay. Right, because the other team is getting the points for it. Right. Okay.
Whereas I would gladly trade 100 deaths for capturing an objective in something like Domination. Just...
Okay.
Yes, he had a
shield, it looked like?
submachine gun. And in those close ranges where I'm at a hipfire disadvantage and he can aim down sights quicker and shoot faster, I'm just not going to win those gunfights.
Okay.
Oh, we won by 1 point.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a really close match, actually.
I wasn't even following very closely how I did. Yeah, I did okay.
All right.
That would be about a 1.5.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
So every time and a half that I died, I got a kill.
Okay.
Or to not use abstract ratios, every 3 times is 2.
Right. Yeah. All right, so what type of medals did we get in this one here?
Medals, long shot, got a couple kills at the kind of the peak range of the weapon. Kingslayer took down the top player on the enemy team, and I called in a UAV.
All right, and skeet shooter there, what's that one?
Shooting an enemy out of the air.
Okay. And you get a lot more aerial combat in this game, just because of the double jumps
much
and
more.
Such.
The movement and the double jumping makes a much different dynamic, for sure.
Okay. All right, we're just waiting for the next match. There's
Yeah,
always a 60-second intermission in between.
Yeah. So then, again, going back to the burst fire weapons, if you're looking at variants, ideally you want things with increased damage, increased fire rate. If you have a variant that increases either of those at the cost of accuracy, that's not going to be a huge deal because your accuracies are going to be above normal, and like I was saying, your vertical kick that's taking you off of your target.
Right.
As far as attachments go, foregrip is great. Again, even though your accuracy is good, never hurts to make it better.
All right.
Red dot sight or something that helps you acquire your targets is going to help as well.
Team Deathmatch.
Pretty much. And quick draw grip, again, because you're at your greatest when you have the ability to aim down sights rather than hip fire. You're going to want to be able to do that as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Okay. So now this map here,
this is a very small map.
okay. So is this a map that you would normally want to use a burst fire on? Like, I'm not seeing quite as narrow corridors as I've seen in some things, but
I'm being challenged by a guy with a shotgun here. I made sure to, when I realized that guy was using a shotgun, I made sure to pull back as far as possible to make sure that I was maximizing the potential of my weapon and minimizing the potential of his.
right.
Until he sneaks up behind you 2 minutes later. Like a fucking asshole.
Alright. Now, I can't remember if we talked kind of about the
Oh,
hit
wow, I
markers
can't believe
and
that.
such before.
I stopped aiming down sights because I was positive that first burst was going to kill him.
So speaking of that, I can't remember if we actually talked about the hit markers before and how they work. the cross is that showing up when you shoot, right? I know when it's white it means you hit, and when it's red it means you've killed.
Yes,
Right.
and the double X is a headshot.
Or I think we found out in the survival one a weakness, like on the warbirds, or
Yeah, I noticed in the survival mode, if you hit the wings on a warbird, you get the double cross, and it seems to take them down quicker.
all right.
Not sure if that translates over to multiplayer.
Okay.
I usually, whoops, sneaky bugger.
Now, like as I've watched you play this, I've
See, that's my premium, right? Like this long range engagement.
right.
Aside from a sniper rifle or a good LMG user, something like the Ohm or the MLE that has a really, really good 3-shot kill range, I'm going to win a lot of those fights.
Okay. And just again because of that advantage of like
I heard a
bullets
shotgun.
coming out so
Where'd he go?
fast. Because that's one thing I've kind of noticed too is like with the burst fire, those 3 bullets come out a lot faster.
Yes,
than they do, like
so the ARX I was using previously had a much faster fire rate. Oh, you goofed up. Oh, no, come on.
So right, sorry, did we switch weapons in between here?
Oh, yes, this is the IMR now.
Okay.
This is the IMR Thunder Tusk, which is an elite variant.
Okay. And again, it's a burst fire.
Yeah, this is the 4-round burst assault rifle.
All right.
The AMR 9, the 5-round burst submachine gun.
Okay.
It's okay. It has some unique properties, but generally speaking, it got buffed in a recent patch. It's not a great gun. I wouldn't, if you're trying to be as strong as possible, it's not something I'd recommend for most situations.
Now, and this
I was looking at the guy above me.
this gun here is one of the things I find really cool with it is this is the one that prints bullets, isn't it?
Yeah, so another unique property about the IMR, very unique first in any Call of Duty game, is that it has a 3D printer feature. Whereas if you look at my reserve ammo, right now it's at 56, or I'm dead. Or right now it's at 72. In a minute it'll go up to 76. There we go, 76. So every few seconds it prints another 4 ammo. So about every minute it'll print a full clip of 40.
All right. So not really useful in the fast pacedness of this, but it's still kind
No,
of cool.
it doesn't replace a perk like Scavenger where you're looking for a constant influx of ammo. But if you're carrying a secondary and you can switch to your secondary for a minute and let it build up some ammo, you might get a clip back
All right.
or pick up an enemy weapon.
Okay. So I think that's one thing I've noticed especially when you're using like the ML, your Pytech, the LMGs. You eat through ammo, and when you're out, you're out. And
Thought I saw somebody there. I did.
you did.
Another one?
No, I think it's the same guy.
Okay.
Enemy UAV
Oh.
above.
Whoop.
No, he was in the building there.
Got lasered.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to maximize the potential, make sure you're giving yourself some distance. If you don't know, when you're on the map biolab and you blow up those tanks and there's anybody in the poison, basically poison cloud, so
Okay.
you can catch somebody in it, it'll kill them.
Oh, that's kind of neat. I like the fact that they have some environmental hazards like that.
Yeah, there's a few interactive environmental qualities in Call of Duty. They tend to do it more in, say, Battlefield has more interactive stuff, but
I mean, again, like most of my first-person shooter experience is like Borderlands, where you have like barrels and such. But
he's going up top, isn't he?
I think so. Oh,
You
nope.
seem to shy away from challenging me there.
Think he's camping in there, hoping you would challenge him.
Could be. Again, because we're not... Oh.
And just for
I
go ahead.
still have old COD habits. The best way to evade people in this game is actually like the double jump. But I still tend to do the drop shot thing. Because I've been playing COD for a long time.
Okay. So one thing just to say while we're kind of going through here. Oh, you got the kill cam. So kill cams are always given if you get the last kill
Yeah.
in the game. Just a definition.
That wasn't
Challenging someone, that is...
Sorry, I think we may have broached this in one of our previous videos. But basically when, in that situation around the Rosie, he knows I'm there, I know he's there, we've taken a couple shots at each other. If you choose, or he chooses to basically push back into that situation, you know what's happening, you know it's there. That's colloquially called a challenge.
Okay.
Saying, I'm challenging that. You might say, okay, well, I don't want to challenge the sniper, or I don't want to challenge the shotgunner because I know I'm not in that situation. So you fall back, you look for your mini map, see if there's any teammates nearby, see if you can team up on them. You know, try to make the best of the situation.
Right. All right.
All right, guys. So that's our breakdown of Team Deathmatch. You know, there's not much strategy to it. Map knowledge is a big thing. Map knowledge helps a lot. Try not to camp. It's really not that useful. Be aggressive. Get out there. Play the game. And have fun.
Yeah.
As for burst fire weapons, take advantage of the accuracy, but be wary of the poor close combat.
All right. Well, that sounds good and gives me a good idea of what's going on. I hope it gives you guys a good idea as well.
All right, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching. We will be back with more Let's Learn soon. So be sure to stay tuned, subscribe to the channel to see it all, and we will see you next time.
Yeah. And leave any questions in the comments, and we'll try to address them in later videos as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.